And now to a consequential day at the U.S. Supreme Court as the justices issued several rulings.
And one of those rulings impacts President Trump's executive order to end birthright citizenship. The president issued that order on his very first day in office. Emily Longnecker joins us live in studio to explain what the ruling today now means.
Okay, well, folks, we know that it's widely held that the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution says if you are born here, you are a U.S. citizen. President Trump's executive order would change that so that if you're born here to a mom who is not in the U.S. legally, you would also not be considered a U.S. citizen. There were several legal challenges to the order, and several courts blocked it from going into effect and ruled their decisions should stand for the entire country. Today, the United States Supreme Court said those courts can't do that.
SCOTUS said the decision on whether ending birthright citizenship is constitutional should be left up to the district courts in states. That means district courts all across the country could come to different conclusions.
It sets up procedurally a lot of chaos.
Rachel Van Tile is the legal services director at Exodus Refugee in Indianapolis. The nonprofit helps resettle refugees from other countries and works with immigrants, most who've come here through the proper channels. But for those who haven't, Van Tile says today's decision sets up uncertainty for those who are set to give birth a month from now.
I'm sure we'll get calls today from clients who are concerned about this.
With today's decision, the fate of babies born here in Indiana, born to undocumented moms 30 days from now, will rest with Indiana's district courts. There are two, a northern and southern. The line that divides them is just north of Indianapolis. So if Indiana's two district courts come to two different conclusions about birthright citizenship, Van Tile says your right to be born a U.S. citizen could depend on where in Indiana you're born.
You could be born in Lafayette and not be a citizen, but you could be born in Indianapolis and be a citizen, which is just a recipe for chaos and confusion.
District courts can't start making decisions, though, until there are legal challenges. Van Tile expects that will happen once the executive order takes effect in 30 days and babies start being born to undocumented moms. And now, after today's SCOTUS decision, whatever those district courts decide about birthright citizenship, that ruling will be limited to where it applies.
Van Tile did say, though, you will start to see people and organizations file class action lawsuits with many parties to them from all across the country. And in those cases, when plaintiffs are from all over the country, they're on one lawsuit, a district court can issue an injunction, a block to this executive order, stopping it from going into effect. And in class action lawsuits, an injunction can apply to the entire country. So there's a difference there.
Yeah, lots of legal wrangling with this one.
A lot of it.
All right, Emily, thanks for sorting that out for
sure.
us. Appreciate it.